here, Kelly Soroka Life, with we are on Friday, April 18th, and this is day 21 of our Spring Magic Challenge with the Aries new moon. We're almost done. We're coming to the last few days of this challenge. And one of the things about the waxing moon is that when the moon is waxing during that period, things are becoming brighter, things are becoming illuminated, and things that were in shadow are now things that you can see. But now that the moon is waning again and things are getting darker, things are becoming to go back into shadow. And so working with that light and that shadow gives us time to work with both, because we need to work with both and we need both in our lives. We need the light and we need the shadow. We don't need one more than the other, or one less than the other, or one brighter or more intense than the other. We need to find that balance between them. And of course, like anything in life, those things, the light and the shadow, just like the moon that we've been working with all this cycle, goes in those light and shadow periods. And so at this time, we want to look at the shadow and how we can use it, and how we can use it to heal, and how we can heal that shadow, because there's all things that we have inside of us that we may not be proud of, or we may not want to share with other people. There's things that we want to keep inside. Some things we do it because it's private. Some things that we do it because we've been shamed into feeling that it should be in the shadow. And when that happens, it's painful and it's hard, and it's hard to work with, and it's hard to deal with. And it can keep us from some things in our lives that we really want to do, that we want to experience, that we want to have better relationships. We want to have, deeper relationships with family or friends or partners. We want to be able to enjoy life and go out and just have fun and play. We want to have good relationships with money and financial abundance and energies. And all of we want to maybe have, good health, make healthy choices, whatever that may be for you. And that's what is so unique about working with the shadow as well, is because we all have things that we feel shadowy about that somebody else may not feel shadowy about. We all have things that we may deal with very well, and other people may not deal with those things as well either. And a lot of that, has to do with your chart, with your birth chart, with your upbringing, with the people who have influenced you throughout your life. And now it's time, though, in this shadow period, in this waning period of the moon, this time for you to take charge of your shadow, of you to start working with it in the way that makes sense to you. So today I'm going to share with you a shadow spread, and you will have seen it on the thumbnail, or in the thumbnail of this video. And so you will be able to see it there. And if you do want to have it, if you want me to email it to you or message it to you, please just leave me a comment, and I will be glad to share it with you. It's also, I think, somewhere on my Instagram reel. So if you want to go there and check it out, then you can do that. I've posted it maybe one or two times on my Instagram reel, so it may be there. So you can find it in different ways, but it's there, and it's one that you can work with. And if there's something that you want to work with this last few days of this waning moon, and work with something that's in the shadow, you can do that. And so this shadow spread, and this is one that I came up with several years ago, that I use when I need to work with something that has become a shadow, something that is bothering me, something that I want to shed some light on. And so the first one, and you can use this this is one that's very flexible. This is one that you can use just a journal with as journaling prompts to work with the shadow aspect. It can be, you can do as tarot like that I usually use. So you can use 5 tarot cards. You can use oracle cards. You could even use runes, or something like that that you feel comfortable with getting messages from. Because the shadow is something that goes across different places in our lives. And sometimes it comes up in one place and then disappears and then shows up in other places. Sometimes it's something that's been with us for years and we want to work with it and be able to come to terms with it. And it's also something that sometimes it's something that you can do and work with it and work it out and feel better the next day. And sometimes it's something that needs to be worked with long term. And if it is it's something that really is hindering your life, um, there was a time when I went through that I had really bad panic attacks and really bad anxiety. And it was definitely a shadow period in my life, a place that I was dealing with some things and they became things that just made me feel so out of control that I didn't know how to handle it. And so then everything in my life became like out of control. And I just had anxiety and panic attacks. And it was definitely something that I used tarot and meditation and things with. But I also went to a therapist and went and saw this counselor once a week for, you know, a long time. And then, kind of slowly I was able to work through it so that I don't really go to the counselor anymore. But I know, she taught me a lot of things that I can do and things that I can use to deal with these things as they come with the anxiety as they come up. And if something else ever came up in my life that I felt like that I needed, that counseling or therapy, then I definitely would. So if there's something like that in your life that you feel like that you need extra help with, please, contact a mental health provider and somebody that can help you through this and let other people know. And so that if it is something that is really hindering in your life, then don't be afraid to do that. Don't be ashamed. Don't let that become a shadow as well, because you want to deal with it and you want to have it out there in your life, something that you can uh, and make better and work with. And again, that's something that may need a long time to work with, and you may need counseling, and you may need medication, and you may need all of these tools. But this is one thing that you can, if you're dealing with something that is in your life that is kind of just hindering your life, and you want to explore, you want to look deeper at. Maybe you're looking at something that maybe you have, you're studying astrology and you have something that is maybe a conjunction, or you have an opposition or square somewhere in your chart, and it causes you some shadow. It causes you some anxiety. It causes you some places to feel shame or to feel out of touch or out of sync. And this is a great way to work with that as well. So I'm going to go through the cards for you. And again, this will be on the thumbnail if you want if you want like a picture or a PDF that you can use, you can do that and text me, comment here, get a hold of me, and I will send it to you so that you can have it on, in your records and your emails or messages. So, card number one: what is the one thing that you most want to heal? So this again, you can use this and you can say, I know that this is an area in my life where I'm feeling shadowy, and the card may help you to hone in on that. Or it may be something that you know what it is and you know what you want to heal. And so you intentionally pick a card that's going to kind of be the basis of the rest of the deck, or you can journal about it and then pull cards for it. So again, it's very, very flexible. So use these cards, use these prompts in the way that's going to be best for you. So the card number two, how would healing this one thing make my life better? So looking at that one thing, how is it going to make it something that is better? And then card number three, how can I heal this one thing? So it's giving you not only insight into it, but it's giving you the steps. And that's what I love about tarot is that it gives you those steps. It gives you things to do. It gives you things to move forward with. And with that spread. So card number four, what hidden message does this one thing bring? So with this one thing that you want to heal, what is the hidden message behind it? Is there something, is it something related to your childhood? Is it something related to something that you just don't really know about? And tarot is really good, especially about getting to those hidden things, getting to those things that you haven't considered before. So look at that hidden thing there and see what the message is in the cards. And then the last one, what lesson can I learn from healing this one thing? So you're going to get a lesson. You're going to get some messages, you're going to get some advice, you're going to get some things to do, and then you're going to get this message that you can take with you. And then you can take the same spread and work with it for a while, work with your answers, work with your cards, and then go back to it again and see, how have you been working with it? What have you been learning? What is the message now? So it's something that's good. Now, I would definitely wait if it's something that you're working with, give it some time, give it, at least a week or so, preferably maybe 2 to 3 weeks or even a month that you're really working on these answers, really working on this shadow. And so that you can go back to it and get your answers and get some guidance again. So that is the shadow spread. And so this is a great time. My challenge to you is to do the spread. Either do it with cards, do it with journaling, do it with some way that you can work with it. You can just meditate on it. You can, have some crystals and meditate on the questions. And if you are, working with something in your shadow and you want to go deeper, you want to look at your astrology and look at those kind of shadowy places in your chart, you want to do the spread and have someone else go through it with you, I'm here. I've got, readings on my website. You can go there. You can see if you would like to do a tarot reading, if you would like to do an astrology reading, go there and we can work through these shadow things together. And this is a great time to do it. I have, some time coming up in the next couple of weeks, some openings. So I'm definitely here for us to go deeper, for us to go to get into that shadow spread a little bit more, a little bit deeper. So that is it for today. Your challenge is just to work with your shadow, work with the, do some journaling, do a tarot reading, oracle reading, whatever you want to work with today, and go from there. And let me know definitely how it goes. And I'll see you again tomorrow for our next day.